Hello, Leo. How are you? Okay, I love you. I'm so excited for this message here today. This is a very powerful message here. I saw a vision of the sun and the moon, the sun and the moon coming up, going down, coming up, going down at a very, very rapid pace here. There's something here about a time lapse. There's something here about you could see a plant move before you. You could literally be like, did that plant just move? And I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a plant that just like the leaf like moves a little bit and you're like, did that just move? And then you're like, that definitely moved. You see it again. Or I'm literally talking about a potted plant in your house and it's in a different location and nobody moved it. Like, how is this happening? You could have a plant somewhere out in nature. The wind is going like crazy right now. You could have a tree somewhere out in nature and it's like moved to a different part of your yard and you're like, what? You could go to a park somewhere and a tree is literally not in the spot that it's always in. There's little things that you are noticing, that you are picking up on. It's little and it's subtle, but it's intense. It's going to continue to intensify. The wind was not like this when I started this reading. I don't know if you guys can hear it because all the leaves are like hitting up against the side of the house. But what I'm telling you is there's something here that is intensifying and it's not so subtle and it's so much information. The amount of information that you get, that you are sensitive to, is increasing, or it's building up to a point where it's undeniable. And this is happening because it is now go time. It's go time. It's time for you to accept these gifts from the universe. It's time for you to accept your psychic abilities. These psychic abilities are going to fund your dream life because you are meant to live the life of your dreams. And you came here to share your psychic gifts with the world. You came here to share your spiritual gifts with the world. And for some of you, this is deciphering things that are mysteries. For some of you, this is finding things where it is a lost practice. It's like a lost belief system, or it's a lost tradition, and you're bringing it, you're like breathing new life back into this here. I'm getting like heavy shamanic energy, so you could really relate to being a shaman here. I feel like this energy of you are discovering, it's this is interesting because this is the message that I'm getting right now. This is what they're showing me right now. They're showing me that like you know sacred information, and this information, it's like hasn't been discovered. It's about to be discovered in a way, and you're about to be proven right in a way, or that's going to happen. But now it's like there's some kind of sacred information. Let's say you know nothing about a particular culture, about their cultural history, nothing. And you're like, Spirit is telling me this is true. This is something. And then come to find out that this culture believes that and it is true. And these are all of the ways that that is a very important spiritual practice that has been like forgotten about. There's something here where you're not going to let things be forgotten. And you have a sacred energy that has to do with the forgotten practices, the forgotten traditions, the forgotten message that that everybody has forgotten, the lives lost that has been forgotten. Some of you, there's something here about somebody dying in a tragedy. This would have already happened. Died in a tragedy, and there is a way that they are being honored by a white rose. A white rose is honoring someone that has passed away in a tragedy. You could come across white roses, and they are to honor someone that has passed away, or you are feeling called to do that. This is a sign. It's a very important sign that there's something sacred that has been forgotten about. There's something sacred that is going to be brought new life into, and it is going to be remembered. It's going to be honored through you. This is very, very important spiritual work. You could read the dirt, you could read the leaves, you could read the water here. There's something here where the body of the planet, what am I even freaking saying? But you know what I mean? Like the earth and then your body. You're seeing similarities here. That in your body, you're feeling sensations, you're reading the earth. You're feeling the pain of the earth or of a particular land. There's something about that. That means something. That means something. You could feel like the leaves move and you know information. You know things. You could look at the ground and you're walking in nature and you feel called to look at the patterns of the dirt, and spirits are speaking to you. As you're doing this, for some of you could sit next to some kind of a little stream that's flowing, and there's a calling to go somewhere in nature. And wherever this is, it feels like a newer place. It feels like a place either you haven't visited this place in a long, long time, or this is a new place to be in nature. And in this new place where you are in nature, I'm seeing that you're somewhere and you're very in it. You're very in it with source energy. You're very connected. You're very grounded. And all of a sudden, you're going to see that there is an animal there. There's been an animal there the entire time while you have been there. And you didn't notice it. And there is no movement. The animal doesn't move. You just happen to discover that it is there. It can be anything. I'm not seeing anything that's like dangerous or anything. But there is an animal there observing you there in nature, and the animal is also observing nature, and you pick up on this. For some of you, you're connected to Sasquatch. You're connected to Sasquatch. You could be seeing Sasquatch a lot. You know, this is really interesting here. This is interesting here because I'm seeing like a quilt, okay? And this quilt, there's something here about a quilt, but it has pictures on it. You could have made pictures of somebody who passed away on a quilt, on a blanket. You have pictures of them, or you have pieces of their clothing that you made into a blanket. I'm getting like two different messages. And I feel like one is a baby. And I feel like the other one is a man energy. Could be a father figure. Yeah. There is an energy of, I'm smelling cigars, so that could resonate with you. Or I feel like, hey, why are you going through my stuff? Hey, why'd you get rid of all my stuff? Like that would be a joke that they would say, that you got rid of all their stuff. But I feel like it's two different. The cigars is very particular. It's very specific. That's definitely not going to resonate for a lot of people. That maybe is for one person. So if you feel that there's a male energy, a fatherly energy looking out for you, and you don't relate to cigars, don't get caught up on that. Don't get caught up on that. There is a way that spirit is showing you this amplified psychic ability, and it has something to do with you being alone in nature. You doing what you feel called to do in nature, to observe nature, to look at the leaves, to go be in a different space outside. There's something here about that. And this is very important. This is very important because this is going to give you some kind of a revelation. And now I'm seeing an igloo. And here's what this igloo means. I'm going to tell you an igloo is a sign, okay? And it's very important. Okay? And I'm not saying you need to be somewhere where it's snowing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying what this igloo represents, because the igloo is made of ice. It's made of ice, but you're warm inside of the igloo. So you're taking something that is a bunch of things, a bunch of blocks of ice, and you're going to use them in a way that's going to make you warm. But these things are the complete opposite of warmth, aren't they? That is like a metaphor for your psychic ability. And Spirit's going to show you how. Spirit is going to show you how. And for some of you, what this is talking about is we're talking about nature, we're talking about leaves, we're talking about shamanism, we're talking about ancient sacred cultural practices. But there is a way that you, your being, your mind, your spirit fits this, orchestrates this, so that it's bringing you all that you need in this material realm to back up this ancient sacred knowledge, to back up this practice that you're doing, to back up you being this shaman, to back up your psychic ability. But it's like you're using nature, just nature, and it's handing you money. It's like different. It's like an ice block being used to keep you warm. It's like, what? And it's showing you that these two things are actually not supposed to be so very different. They're not supposed to be so very different. Let's see about this. This is like so interesting, because how does that work? You know, it's like there's something here that's like, you know that it works. You understand that it works. And this is going to be something where it's like, who's the first person who figured out about an igloo? You know? Who is that person that figured that out? Who is that soul that, you know? And that's the practice that everybody uses. So there's something here about people being so affected by you. And look at this. You have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is psychic. There is a psychic gift here. For some of you, there is a soul in spirit who is helping you. And if that was a father figure, you could have felt a very parental, for some of you, it's a baby. I'm telling you. And for some of you, it is like a father figure, but you feel like you could have felt like a parent of your kid, of your father, or of one of your parents. Like they're older than you, but you felt like their parent. That's because in many past lives they were your kid. And this is saying like there is a way that there is a youthful energy about you, and there is a youthful energy about this other person in spirit that has passed on. And they are helping you. They are helping you bring about something that's innocent, something that is pure, something that most think is naive, something that people who have not traveled within the depths of their soul, they will mistake this as shallow when it couldn't even have more depth. The intricate amount of depth. To like, someone could mistake this as silly, and it is the wisest work that is being done. It is the truth. You stand in the truth. And there are so many people that are waiting. The Three of Wands and the Three of Cups here. The Three of Cups is there's people, it's a group of people here. And the Three of Wands is like something that it's like ready to move on from, right? It's time. It's been time. There's people that have been ready to move forward, to move past. You know, this is a celebration here, but there's people who they choose to celebrate in ways that distract them from what they're avoiding moving on from, what they're avoiding facing. They're just seeking out distractions, diversions. And And this is the thing, they use their spare time, their free time to indulge in distractions instead of changing their life. And there's something here within you. You have, look at this. This is insane. This is insane. You are psychic. Spirit is going to guide you so that your psychic powers fund your dream life, so that you are able to be this loud vibration. Because it's like the way you're vibing at, it needs to be loud. It needs to shake the world. Many need to see this and have the ability to learn from this and to be guided by this. Excuse me, sorry. There's something here that within you, there's all of the answers moving forward. But the answers are kind of playful. There's something here where it's calling for you to be more serious, but be more playful all at the same time. So taking your abilities seriously, but also being who you really truly are. And who you really truly are is more playful. It is more innocent. It is more childlike. But the wisdom of being childlike, you see, and now I'm seeing this here. You could hear a story of this. You could know a story of this. Some of you have a book about this or written by somebody who talks about this. And it's like, you see a monk who is like the monk, right? He's like very old. He's like the wisest one of everybody, and everybody knows it. He's constantly like dropping little truths and blowing people's minds. Okay, that guy. And he has a childlike side because there is so much wisdom, so much power in guarding that, protecting that, and harnessing that in a way where you are able to be mature, to take things seriously as it needs to, but not in a way that diminishes, harms, or pulls away from in any way the ability to be childlike, the ability to be in joy. Your energy is very interesting. It's very interesting. Because it's very rare. You're rare. You're a rare person on this planet. You're a rarity. Yeah. Could have had a really hard childhood. You could have really been bullied in your childhood. Of course I want to cry. You could have felt like you had nothing and no one for a very long time in your childhood. You could have had nightmares in your childhood. You could have wet the bed in your childhood. You could have had a lot of abuse in your childhood. Spirit is so proud of you. There is the energy around you that is so proud of you, is so grateful for you to be brave enough to incarnate knowing this path that you're on. That takes immense amount of bravery. And it is a very lonely journey, and Spirit wants you to know it's not going to remain lonely like this forever. It's going to change. It's like some of you were monks in a past life. You could really relate to that. Or nuns. Some kind of a spiritual something where you dedicated your life to spiritualism and you gave up everything. And this is a lifetime where, no, you're meant to have everything. Everything. your psychic powers are funding this. They're about to fund this. But it's not even in a way of, I put this much work in, I get this much money. No. There's something here where you're going to be taken care of, and you're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to bring this wisdom in your childlike way. Yeah. And it's so very important. Yeah. You could have a really extreme relationship with water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They are challenging you. They can't stand you. They are against you. 100%. Or they absolutely adore you. One or the other. That's a very powerful message here. A very powerful message here. I'm feeling this energy of do not take the bait if somebody is, particularly in Aries, but it could be anybody that wants to, it's like they're trying to get a rise out. They're trying to get you agitated. They want you to argue with them. They want you to fight with them. They want you to get upset. They do. Something is going to get canceled, and you're going to instead be on your own. And this is actually a really good thing. Yeah, someone is trying to get you agitated. That's this energy. And then this is the energy of something is going to get canceled. Something that you were going to do, you're not doing it now. It's canceled. And I feel like that is going to be happening within the next week. And when that happens, Spirit wants you to focus your energy on something here. There's something here that's going to keep coming up in your mind. Spirit is showing you something. There's like a mystery that you're uncovering. There is something that is a spark that you're starting. It's going to take off right away. Yeah. What the fuck? Leo. This energy is like really strong. Because you're really strong. Okay. I love you. This is what I have for you. I hope this resonated with you. Okay. Thank you. I love you.